let's just talk about just some basic fundamentals in negotiating a car deal. Okay? Basic fundamentals in negotiating a car deal. Number one, we want to be confident by knowing your craft. What I mean by that is when you're presenting figures, there should not be any insecurity, any nervousness, any uncomfortability, any lack of worth between you and your family and this pencil. You should have done your job from the meet and greet, transition into a solid needs assessment, gather all the fact-finding information and land them on the right car, show them a couple of options, demo the car like a beast, a savage, come in, put a proposal together, we ask for the money with confidence. If we get a pencil from the desk and we go, whew, ooh, shit, and we have that mentality, because if the desk does their job properly, the pencil should be fat. If we're going to raise gross profit, how many times do we have a chance to ask for the money? One time. How many times do we go down? Many times as we want. We got one shot. So look, man, it's vital. It's vital to make sure when you get that pencil, you look at that thing and you know you're worth the money. You got babies at the house, you got kids, you got family, you got savings, you want real estate you want to buy, there's a lot of, you know what? I'm worth it. And I've done my job and I'm going to go present this thing. We're going to wrap this deal up. You got to have that mindset. That's the first thing. Got to have that mindset. Once you have that mindset, okay, you want to understand the car deal and the math. Understand the car deal and the math. So, you've seen me do this before, and it's important for you to realize this because math will sell a car deal. Okay? So, we all know for every $1,000 is what? And every $1,000 is how much in monthly payment? 20 to 25 bucks depending on credit. 20, 25 bucks. This is generic, this is ranging, this is an idea. The reason why it's important is you're $4,000 away. How much are you away on monthly payment? $100. Right? 80 to 100 bucks a month you're off. 4,000 or 80 bucks, which one looks bigger? 4,000. That's large. 80 bucks ain't nothing. It really ain't nothing. Not if you've done your job and you can justify the equipment. Right? They're going from this to this, just in the model year change, just in the mileage change, just in the warranty change, just in the maintenance change, just in the equipment change. And by the way, equipment, navigation, you know how much that cost? Roughly. How much is navigation? 2,500 bucks? What's leather interior? 1,500 bucks? Right? How much is, give me another option. Leather interior, roof. How much is a roof? Right? Right? So you got 20, you got 30, you got 60, let's just say 65 bucks. Just in these three options, you got $110 a month. So again, you're off 25, 4,000, you're off $5,000 in a car deal. No, you're not. You're not off $5,000. You're off the leather interior and the roof. Drop the roof and the leather, let's roll. Make sense? In other words, understand the car deal. Understand the math. Quit trying to close the if I could, would you, and if we could do that, if we just drop everything, would you buy the car? I get it. In the ninth inning, there's always a place to do that. At the very end of the deal, we can always say, hey, look, man, you've killed me, you've crushed me, you've done a great job, bro. What's it going to take? Let's do business, man. You want the car, what's it going to take? But you can't ask somebody what's it going to take if you haven't justified the gap. You don't have any words and closing skills to get to the meat of the deal. Does that make sense? You got to learn this stuff. Right? So when you understand math, somebody's got to, again, understand the deal. Understand the car deal and the math. This is the math. Here's the car deal. They're paying $500 a month. They're paying $500 a month. That's their deal. They're paying $500 a month. What's their frame of reference on the next car? $500 a month. So if they don't trade with us and they drive home because we didn't get together on the figures, what are they paying? They've already got a commitment for $500. Remember in your mind, whatever payment they currently have, always sell the difference. If I'm at $750, I never sell the $750. For $250, you can upgrade, sir, from the 19 to the 24 from 83,000 miles to no miles. You pick up the Nav, you pick up this, pick up the 4-wheel drive. It's the platinum current truck. It's a base model truck. For $250, let's rock and roll. Let me earn your business. Let's write this deal up. I don't say $750. I can't afford $750, sir. It's not $750. Right? Somebody says, hey, I'm not paying $750. Sir, it's not $750. I know you're seeing $750, but it's not $750. Sir, you leave here today, you're paying $5. It's only $250. And by the way, you told me earlier, this is understanding the deal, you got a 72-month loan that you still got 60 months left on at $500. Sir, what's that math? You're paying $30,000 on something worth $17,000 today, and you don't like it, and it's going to go down in value. Sir, come on, let's make the right decision. For $250, let's make the right investment. Let's at least get something brand new. You understand what I'm saying?
That's confidence, so that's what that boiled down.
But understand the deal, understand the math. I mean, there's so many areas we can tweak and get better, but if you don't memorize, practice, drill, really internalize it with confidence, and just like Rusty said, you got to present it like you're confused. You know, like I don't understand. Like for $250, I mean, most of my customers when they increase from this to this, it's a $400 increase. Like I'm confused. Like this is the deal you wanted. This is the car you selected. Now here's the good news. Here's the good news. Let's stay with the same car. Let's just do without the platinum. We don't need the platinum reserve. Let's just go to an SV. You're only going to drop this option, this option, this option. That's almost $6,000. That puts us right back where we're at. And I guarantee you, I could probably get my boss to agree to that. And now instead of $500, it'll be $63 difference. I still wouldn't say $563. For $60, you get everything you want, minus the Navi and the leather interior. We don't get the platinum reserve. That's it. That's a no-brainer. Still get the warranty. Still get no miles. If I can make that happen, can we earn your business? Can we make this deal happen? No, I want that one. Then sign right here. Sign up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, so understand the car deal and understand the math. Know the math per thousand. Whenever you're $4,000 away, $6,000 away, no, we're not, sir. We're $80 away. We're too far. No, we're not, sir. We're $80 away. We're not too far. Right? It's all positioning. All right? All right, make sure you've selected the right car. We talked about that. How do we make sure we've selected the right car? What's it called? Needs assessment. To have the right car, we've got to do the needs assessment. We got symptoms that we've got to prescribe something for. Unless we get all the symptoms up front, we're not going to know what to give them for medication. That makes sense? To really maximize that car deal. Okay? Number 4, always use your assets in the deal. What am I talking about with assets? Opportunity, guys. Opportunity. Things like Edmunds true cost of ownership. Has anyone ever gone on Edmunds true cost of ownership? If you hadn't, you need to. Because when you put in a car side by side, what they're currently paying, what they're currently driving, plus what they're looking at, and you look at the overall ownership, and you look at some of the scenarios, again, it gives you angles and areas to close the car deal without moving on the gross. Fueleconomy.gov. Anybody went to fueleconomy.gov and printed out what they're trading in and what the fuel economy difference is? Because it breaks down what the monthly savings are. Every pencil, in my opinion, should go out with some assets. Right behind the pencil, just in case something comes up, right? Managers go up, boom, 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 fueleconomy.gov, boom, boom, oh shit, you save $33. Hey, so now all of a sudden the guy's talking about, man, I can't pay the $250 difference, but there's a $63 in gas savings. So now all of a sudden you just reduced the $253 down to $187. We're $187 difference. Dude, kick out the leather, we're $160 away. Take out the Navi, we're $120 away, right? And 9 times out of 10, a customer's point of reference is 500. To really get it smart with it, you may say, Joe, let me ask you a question. You're paying $500 a month right now. You're upgrading to something newer. Question for you. What margin did you give yourself for a newer vehicle? Well, I pay up to $550, $575. And no more than 6 or $570? No more, a 6 would kill me, $575. So now what we've done, we've already exposed he's willing to go to $575, so now we got the $750, now we're at a smaller difference. Does that make sense? Get that number. In other words, because everyone's budgeted for a little more. Come on, Mr. Johnson, you know you can't go from a 19 to a 24 and keep the payment the same. What leverage, what margin did you give yourself to go up from the $500 payment to get something newer? $100? $100? Okay, so $600. So now we're at $600, right? We're not at 750. We're at 6. We're $150 away. However, let's take a look at what you're getting for the 150. Always sell the difference and justify the dollar with the math. Does that make sense? Right? Does it work every time? Nope. But remember what I told you. I'm concerned with the 7s, the 6, the 5, and the 4 customers. That's all I'm looking for. The 10, 9, and the 8, 750 big, you ain't gonna go much with them. You just can't be fooled that everybody's a 7 or a 10 or an 8. Because people negotiate because they think they're supposed to, not because they know how to. And you can validate that when they give you objections. Can you expand on that and share with me where you're coming from with that figure? And they don't know what to say. Because it doesn't matter what the price is, it's always what? Too what? Too high, right? And the trade's always too what? Period. That's it. Everybody knows that, whether you're a great negotiator or not. So you can't be lulled in knowing the ones that actually you can break down Edmunds' true cost of ownership. You can break down fueleconomy.gov. You can break down the math of the car deal, the equipment that's on the car, what they currently have versus what the new vehicle has, and justify maintenance, repair costs by thousands, which convert into 20s and 40s and 60s and 80s, right? Fuel economy, saving $30. Every dollar adds up. And here's the thing. If you got someone that goes to 575, and here again, if the desk does what they're supposed to do, and you got and somebody's giving you a margin of 575, and here's where we're at, and we're basically selling the $200 or the 175 difference, and you go through true cost of ownership, fueleconomy.gov, you justify the equipment, you get the guys thinking up, understanding with the maintenance and the warranty and all the things he does have, and he gives you 100 of the 175. Now, maybe I take that up to the desk. If I've worked it all I can work it and I've justified what I need to adjust, then I go ahead and make a commitment, write it down, get him to sign off on it, and then I got my manager come in behind me and see if he can't clean the rest up. But you've done your job. Does that make sense? You get all you can get. You get all you can get with the skills you have, and your skills should develop over time to get more and more. All right? So, always use your assets. Everybody knows what an asset is in a car deal, right? You got to utilize all your assets. All right, Sharpie and a piece of paper. Get your worksheet out, have a stack of little copy paper, make sure you got a Sharpie, go to work, start writing. People believe more what they see than what they hear. Start writing. Okay? Everybody clear on that? All right, and like I said earlier in the game, there's only so many objections to master. So, if you want to be a good pro and master this craft, what I suggest is literally take some time to write down all the objections you run across. Every single objection. Price too high, not enough for my trade. Is that the best? Is that the best you can do? All these objections, and figure out how you can overcome those objections. Not with one, at least 3 rebuttals and objections. Y'all tracking?
Tracking.
I feel like I'm losing you a little bit. You good?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot more to negotiating, but I wanted just take your temperature. These are some things you can apply today. True?
True.
Things you can apply. I mean, just simply getting somebody's number. Think about this. You're getting ready to put a deal together. The guy's paying $500. You tell him, speak into existence. I'm speaking on behalf, knowing it may come back at me from a defense perspective. And I say, Hunter, I know you're paying $500 a month. Hey, listen, just so we're on the same. This is before I get the pencil. I know we're on the same page. I know we're upgrading vehicles. How much money did you set aside in terms of margin going up 5 more model years newer with less miles, with full factory warranty, and even complimentary maintenance for 2 years or whatever benefits you guys have? How much did you set aside for that? He gives you a number, right? So now we got a new starting point, right? Now we're at $585 or $600 no more than. That's where we're at, right? But you set that up just to come into the deal so you can justify the difference and make sure your spread's not as large as it needs to be, because you got to get something. You can't come back with nothing. First pencil, no bump, back at the desk, we got a problem. That's a salesperson skill issue. That's not a pencil issue or customer issue. We are on the wrong car. We didn't justify enough value. We may need to redemo the car. Something's not right because they got to give little, right? All right. Ilya, I don't have this in the PDF, do I? Yeah, I'm going to put this on the resources. Okay, so I'm going to come up with these flashcards. You remember back in the day when we used to memorize multiplication? Yeah. Right? I'll be the first to tell you, I was told I was dumb my whole life from my daddy, and I believed it for a long time. I'm not that smart of a guy. I know the car business. That's about it. Okay, I don't profess to be super smart. That's God's honest truth. Didn't get great grades, none of that stuff. But I can tell you, I was good with flashcards. I was good with memorization, right? And so I think that would benefit you guys greatly, because these words are just 10 or 12 phrases that I'll read to you, and I just want you to acknowledge, have you heard me kind of communicate with you about these words throughout this training this morning? Can I make a suggestion? It's our store stated policy. Hey, I got an idea. If I heard you correctly, have you ever thought about, based on what you shared, do you consider yourself an open-minded person? So I don't make the same mistakes that others make. To better serve you. I hear exactly what you're saying. I know what you mean. This dialogue, these phrases, these words can be intertwined together. And what you have to understand is all of these words create in the mind of the consumer. Remember, words create pictures. Pictures create emotions. Energy and action always follows thought. Words create mental pictures. You're a storyteller with your words. You're creating emotion from the pictures that are generated, and then energy and action will always follow thought. So someone won't make a decision until they think it through. It's our job to make sure they can think it through while they're with us versus go home to think about it, right? It's our job to paint that picture. These words are very powerful. If you can memorize these words, memorize the words, they will flow out of you without you even realizing it. And these are great words to pivot from. You're running into an obstacle. You're not sure which way to go. Hey man, can I make a suggestion? Hey, to better serve you in the situation now we're working through, it's our store stated policy to do a couple of things. Number one, see, I'm putting 2 and 3 together, and what am I going to say? Some cases, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just pivoting. I'm transitioning in a soft approach to see if I can get them to come closer to me because I'm not feeling the vibe that I need to right now. Does that make sense? But you got to have these things memorized so they just come right, they flow out. When you hear me, whether it's on this board or you hear me talking to you face to face or you hear me on the phone with somebody, you'll catch this and you'll hear this and you'll think to yourself, man, he's got a lot of, that sounds good. Like, what'd you say? Like, they're just practice words, man. They're just memorized practice words, right? How long do you think it would take you to memorize this? Honestly. A week at best? A week at best. If I told you, okay, screenshot that, then email it to yourself, then print it. Then I want you to do is I want you to read it every night before you go to bed. When you wake up first thing in the morning, just read it to yourself. Just read them out loud. Twice a day, just read them out loud. Twice a day, just read them out loud. Right? After a week goes by, I want you to take it, I want you to read it into your phone. Record it into your phone. Once a day, just listen to yourself, tell yourself these words. Watch how fast you pick it up. Watch how fast your language, your vernacular, your communication skills start to change dramatically. And then now what? Now they're your words, not mine. Right? Now you can intertwine these words together because you know exactly where you're going with it. Does that make sense? Okay. I think that's it on the slides. Is that it, Ilya? Yes. Questions? Comments?
Rebuttal.
Huh?
Rebuttal.
They're powerful. Yeah. You guys committed to doing the things that we talked about?
Yes.
I mean, in order for this to work, I'm sharing with you, I'm asking you for 30 days. And then I got a surprise for you after 30 days. And remind me, say, Louie, what's the surprise after 30 days? December 5th, when we're on our Zoom call, I want you to say, Louie, what's a surprise after 30 days? And I'll give you the surprise. But for 30 days, you've got an action item list of what to keep track of. And I'm not telling you guys to execute everything flawlessly. I'm asking you to keep track of everything you're supposed to do. So you have a benchmark or a barometer of what you need to work on, what you need to get better on. Watch one video a day while you're at work, or put it on your phone on your way in, whatever the case may be. I don't know how far you guys drive. Write down some objections, overcome them. You got scripts to use in service. Customer came in, they got a 17 Murano, 70,000 miles. Good piece of inventory, yes or no? Yeah. Ooh, baby, that's good stuff right there. That's real good inventory. 17 model. So more than likely it's paid for. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I would hope. They spent $241 with us yesterday. Basic maintenance. And the guy lives in Bonifay, Florida. Where's that at?
45 minutes.
45 minutes away. Okay. Huh? What'd you say?
Don't be scared of it.
Oh, no. I didn't know where Bonifay's at. Bonifay.
That's how Bartholomew is coming. Well, that's Bartholomew.
And this guy was in the shop. Let me see what date. So it says November 1st. So he was in there a few days ago. Okay. So this is the call that I'm asking you guys to make, and you got the script that's in your. All right, listen to my message.
I am unable to take
Listen to my
your
message,
call
okay?
right now. Please leave a name and number, and I will return your call. Thank you.
Hey, this is Louie down at Mitchell Nissan. I was calling, just looking for Roger. Calling from the service department. I just know that he had the Murano in the shop a few days ago. I had a couple of quick questions. If you don't mind, just give me a quick shout. You can reach me on my cell phone number at 904-466-8931. Take about 30 seconds to a minute of your time. Thank you so much. All right, so when they hear calling from the service department, they call them back. Okay, that's that. So a return phone call or a non-responsive on a service customer, they'll all call you back because they want to make sure nothing was wrong while they're gone. So when this person calls me back, I'm going to go through it with him, and while I'm here, whenever he does. So who wants this deal once I set this appointment? Huh? Joe does. Y'all got to speak quicker. All right, I'm gonna give it to Joe. All right, I'm writing Joe down. All right, where's Coffee Springs? That's a 24 Frontier. I don't want to call that one. Nissan Versa. Where is Daleville, Alabama?
Hello.
Hey, is Nicholas there?
What's up?
Hey, Nicholas, how you doing, buddy? This is Louie down from Mitchell Nissan. I was just following up. I think your car was in the Versa was in the service department a few days back.
Yeah.
All right, cool. How was your experience, by the way?
It was great.
Awesome. Well, listen, the reason why I was calling you is I had a couple quick questions. When you bought that car, was that car brand new or used?
Brand new.
Brand new. Did you get it from us?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. I know it's about 3 years old. Does it have a clean Carfax?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why I was calling you, and I appreciate your time, I'll just get right to it. The reason why I was calling you is I have someone by the name of Anthony that saw your car in the service department and wanted to reach out to you and see if you wanted to sell your car to us. I mean, we got a few.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I realize if you probably had an interest in selling the car, you probably would have called us and wanted to sell it. But I just wanted to make sure and just clarify. We've got, the housing market is very similar to the car market right now, where a $150,000 house is bringing $500,000. Just like crazy numbers. And right now, currently with the used cars, your Versa, I just want to clarify if I could make it so financially attractive you couldn't refuse it and pay you $4 to $5 grand more than what the car was worth, would that interest you?
No, I'm good. I appreciate it, man.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. Let me ask you a question. When you say that you're good, does that mean you're completely happy with the situation, or financially you're not in position to do something?
No, I'm happy with the situation. I'm not going to get rid of the Versa. I'm upside down in it anyways because I had it refinanced.
Okay.
But that doesn't bother me. I'm going to drive it until it's paid off and the wheels fall off. Basically, it's my getting to work and back vehicle. So
do you have, Nicholas? You got any other form of transportation, or is the Versa the only one you got?
Yeah. I got another Nissan, but my wife drives that.
I got you. What vehicle is that, if you don't mind me asking?
It's a Rogue.
Oh, okay. What year?
In 2019, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right. It's got under 100,000 miles?
Right at under.
Man, that's perfect. That's actually another perfect car. Of course, I didn't. Anthony didn't see that car, but I'm sure he'd be equally as interested in that. If you don't mind me asking, what's your current payment on that car?
That one, I'm about to pay that off in like the next 4 months, man. So I'm not getting rid of that one.
You're a payoff machine, my friend.
I'm trying to.
No.
So yeah, I'm definitely not getting rid of that one. I'm about to pay that one off, and then I'm probably going to come and see y'all and get a new one, probably in June.
I got you. All right. Are you gonna keep the Versa in June, or just get another car? You're just gonna buy?
I'm keeping both the Versa and the Rogue.
Let me ask you this crazy question. I'm about to let you go, and I appreciate you giving me the time you've given me. If you're going to wait in June, currently I've got a program, and again, I don't know your credit situation, but we've got no payments up to 6 months. What if I was able to expedite that process and not have a payment for 6 months?
Yeah, no. What I want to do is I want to wait till my Rogue's paid off, and then I'll come up there.
Gotcha. Well, listen, hey, we appreciate your service business and look forward to seeing you again. And again, I thank you so much for giving me the time. And look, we try to, Anthony sees cars in the service department all the time. So I'm glad you weren't offended when I call you, and look forward to seeing you in the service department when you come back again. Okay.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Nicholas. Bye-bye.
All right.
Okay. So here's the point. So we heard how the call went, right? Now, here's the thing that I want you to realize. Asked for the order, got turned down. No big deal. I expect to get turned down, right? But through the conversation, what do we find out? Wife's got a car. Then we find out he's going to buy something in June, right? So this particular guy, Nicholas, this would be a guy, like if I'm the sales guy, dude, he would be in my organizer, and I'd be putting this guy 3 months ahead. And the notes that I just took, the conversation I just had would be all in my notes. So when I call him up 3 months from now, Nicholas, what's up, man? It's Louie, Mitchell, Nissan. Hey, remember when I called you, man, a few months back, and Anthony wanted to buy your car, the Versa, but you didn't want to. Yeah, remember you told me your wife, she was driving, you had like a payment left on her vehicle, on her Rogue, and I'm filling him in where he's going, damn, this guy's all on my. Does that make sense? Yeah. How much effort does it take to go in your e-leads and put that customer in there, put the notes you had in there, put the next activity for 3 months ahead, and it pops back up? These are just a small, tiny. It's easy to be lazy, be like, okay, next one. Who am I calling next? It's easy to do that. But would you not agree this guy's a car deal? Yeah. Look, out of all the people you can call, was he not amiable and flexible in communication on the phone? Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to continue to badger him and go down the road, I could have possibly even squeezed something, right? I offer him 6 months, no payments. He's still like, but I could have went into if you don't mind me asking, where do you work? How long you been there? Let me ask you this question. Christmas is coming up. What if I was able to cut back? I could have kept the conversation going, but at the same time, remember what I'm going to tell you. These are not prospects. What are they?
They're customers.
They're what?
Customers.
What's a customer?
Someone who already bought something.
Bingo. So if you're calling service customers, and we've got a good service department, we do our job as a pro. We ask the questions. We take them down the road. And when we get resistance and we don't see that we can reel them in, we back them out with gratitude and authenticity, like I let them off. Thank you so much. Hey, you're patient on the phone. Hey, look forward to seeing you. See what I did at the end? Why? Because I want his last impression more important than the first impression. Who's this Louie guy? Who for what? Shit. No, I don't want to sell my car. Right? First impression. But the last impression, hey, man, appreciate you giving me your time. Look forward to seeing you again in the shop. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's an idea how we handle those. What I want to do is I want to go face to face with some of these. I want to go one-on-one. I want to make sure you guys have your Facebook stuff. I want to run this down for you because I want you to do this. I want you to learn this real quick because when I leave, I want you to continue to do this. This is on social media. So this is also in module 6 under social media selling, under marketing. These are marketing philosophies. These are stuff that I ran as a car dealer in Madison, Georgia. Anyone ever heard of Madison, Georgia? Madison, Georgia's got about 16,000 people in it. Tiny little old town, okay? So I had to utilize social media to get traffic because I didn't have any major outlets, radio, TV, that I would normally have in Atlanta and some of these bigger markets. So I created all right, I'm going to explain this to you and then we'll go out and execute it here in a little while as a group. So I created 3 cars in 3 minutes, 5 cars in 5 minutes, 10 cars in 10 minutes. Okay? Anybody have an idea what that means? What that looks like?
You did a video where you just basically took a minute to talk about each car.
Close. 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 So here's what we do. We get 3 cars. And the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys is so you guys can start executing this. We do it on the same day every week, right? So I may say, Hunter, lead this up, bro. I need you to lead this up. Every Monday, we shoot the video. Once the video is complete, we give the video to everybody to put on their own social media. You got me so far? Shoot one video, we send it out, you guys upload it on Facebook, all right? So what we do is we do 3 cars in 3 minutes. We go to the sales desk, and we ask one of the managers, hey, I need 3 cars. We're doing 3 cars in 3 minutes. I need 3 pieces of inventory. Preferably what you want to get is you want to get cars that are 25 grand or less. Something that you can figure out what the price point's going to be and what the payment's going to be that makes it affordable. All right. So basically you grab your 3 cars, your 3 keys and 3 drivers. One person's video and the other person's going over everything. You have the price points. Whoever's driving the car has a piece of paper. They have $389 a month and $16,999 on their lap. Okay, so if Hunter's doing the video, he walks up to the car and he looks and he can see exactly what the payment's going to be and what the price is. Y'all tracking? Whoever, doesn't have to be Hunter. Just anybody that can be somewhat vocal on the camera. You walk up, camera's rolling. All right, guys. Hey, man, over here at Mitchell Nissan, we've got some great deals going on. We want to share with you our 3 cars in 3 minutes. We got 3 great cars in only 3 minutes. Check this out. First car is Honda Accord 2022. This car is EXL, leather interior, navigation, sunroof, great shape. Been through the service department. This car normally runs for $19,999, but you can get it for $16,999. Again, that's only a payment of $393 a month. All right. And again, this comes with all the features, all the equipment. Fantastic car. And you know Hondas are reliable, guys. Next car. Boom. Okay, guys, we got a Nissan Frontier, SV Frontier. If you don't know anything about the truck market, mid-size truck, hard to get these trucks. Can't find them anywhere. Blah, 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 blah. Go through the whole routine. Third car. Boom. Certified Armada. Go over certification. Hey guys, catch us every Monday. We do 3 cars in 3 minutes every Monday. If you need anything, DM any of our sales associates, anybody we have here at the dealership, or you can contact me directly. All right. And you take that video and everybody else just shares it. Right. But again, 12 people, 11 people putting out 3 pieces of inventory on a weekly basis every single week. Trust me, you'll start getting people DM you, leads. Everyone will benefit from it. All right. Then you can work your way up to 5 cars in 5 minutes. What does that look like? It's 5 cars now in a 5-minute video. And then 10 cars in 10 minutes. You'll start to see the engagement. When the engagement goes up is when you start ratcheting up how many cars in how many minutes, right? Because you want to keep people's engagement and keep people in posting and commenting. So 3 cars in 3 minutes. I want you guys, we'll do that together. I want you guys to start off with that once a week, every Monday, 2 o'clock. Doesn't matter. You want to say it in the video so they know. So if you're cutting the video on Saturday mornings for Monday, or you're doing it Monday for Monday, right? Just know what time it is. So when you post it, it's ready to go. Not, you want to be at the same time every time is what I'm suggesting. So any questions on 3 cars in 3 minutes? All right. That's just another form to get your inventory out there. Again, if you want a lot of leads and activity, you get the 3 cheapest cars you got, the 3 lowest price points you got, and the 3 lowest payments you got. Obviously with approved credit, and obviously, depending on the bank and the consumer, again, you're just driving traffic. You're driving leads. People are going to call you. Do you still have the car? Hey, is it still available? Hey, is that car, how many miles does that car have on it? Whatever the case may be. But all of you equally should get some lead count, some engagement from that, depending on how many followers you got or who's watching you guys. All right? So I want to get that done today. I want to do the 3 cars in 3 minutes. And I think we're good to go. We're going to sit one-on-one. I got to make sure my scorecard's right with everybody. I want to get one-on-one with you guys. And then I think we're good for right now. Next, I'll get with Ross. Starting next Monday is our first Zoom call. Okay, so that'll probably be, I'm assuming, at 9 o'clock. When do you guys normally meet on Mondays?
9 o'clock's probably good time.
Huh?
9 or 9:30 would be good. Yeah. Where do you, we usually try to meet around 8:30, so around 9.
All right, so 9 will be good?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys will be right in here, and we'll hook it up. I'm assuming you guys will get it to go through here. Anybody, a tech guy that knows how to figure that out? It'll be on that computer.
We got it, yeah.
So we'll be there. I'll see you, you'll see me. It'll be like I'm here, and we'll get to work. We're gonna dig in. I'm picking up where I left off, but we're gonna start dissecting some of these things. And again, there's a lot that I've put on you that we'll pick up with these calls. So again, two-way sheets, the phone log. Don't sweat all that right now. Just I wanted you aware of what it is, so I didn't blindside you. You with me? You guys kind of know what it is. As we roll it out, I need managers' involvement and understanding and get their agreement, engagement.